Hello, my friends. Come on in, have a seat. If you're watching YouTube, you can fast forward through all of this part because I'm going to speak to all my friends on Facebook. This is a live that was recorded from Facebook. So that's why I do all my lives. So you can fast forward through all this part because I'm going to talk to my friends. Hello, people. Hello. Y'all come on in. I'm just going to kind of go ahead and get a little started. Let me turn this around so everybody knows this Mod Podge. And hopefully I can see comments. Hey, Luann. Hello. Hello, Tina. So I'm just going to put me some Mod Podge out here. Hello, Teresa. Hello, all my friends. I've missed y'all. I feel like it's been a week or so since I've seen y'all, which it kind of has. I guess it has been a week because I didn't go live Thursday because I wasn't feeling so sporty. Hey, Susie. Hello, Danielle. Hello, Rebecca. I'm just go ahead and start and doing my background. Hello, Barb. Hey, Lisa. Hello, Carla. Just, just doing my background. Trying to put some paper down. Hello, Judy and April. So this is the part that's going to be in the frame. Hey, April. Hello, Judy and Pam. Hello, Janine and Jean from Alabama. I hope y'all are all warm because it is quite cold here. It's going to be 8 degrees tonight, I think. Yeah, y'all just got to deal with my Buc-ee's shirt because it's cold and this sweatshirt is really warm, and I was like, I am not changing my shirt. I'm cold. Hey, Mel. Hello, Stacy. Very cold, Ohio. It is very cold here. I mean, I didn't think it got over like 25 today here, and the sun was out, and I trudged out here in my little path that my son dug me. You're already tired. I'm tired of the snow. I was tired, after they said it was coming, I was already tired. Trying to prepare and get all the things. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Nancy. The puppy is good. He is inside with my hubby. He was hunkering down to take him a little nap. I love Buc-ee's too. I'll be glad when we get one close to us. They're building one north of Memphis, I believe. So it'll be about an hour for me, but that's okay. I'll make a trip. Hey, Dana. Freezing. It's freezing here. I think we got the north weather down here. Y'all need to come get it because I don't like it. I'll need a snowplow in my backyard. It's terrible. All right. But it's supposed to be... Oh, I matched the snowflakes. It's supposed to be like 38 tomorrow. Woo! My nose is itching. And something back here, I don't know if it's the moss or what, gets me to sniffing every time I get back here behind this table. And I don't know what it is. It's probably a conglomeration of things. But anywho, so I'm just taking, these are like just dictionary book pages. Sorry, y'all. And hey, Alicia, you finally got out today. Well, we can't even get out. So, I mean, we could, but you can't tell where the yard stops and the street starts. Like you can't even see the street. So, yeah, so they just advise everybody to stay home. But luckily, we didn't. Hey, Claudia. Hello, Jill. Luckily, we did not get freezing rain, and that's where it's dangerous. South of us in Oxford, Mississippi, y'all probably seen, I don't know, on the news. I know I've seen it on the national news of how bad it is. It's where the freezing rain is where the rain comes down and then it freezes on everything. So everything is coated in a sheet of ice. And that's what they have down there. And it is really dangerous because the trees are popping and on the power lines. And I think there's a lot of people down there don't have power. The little bark of my dog, I know he's so dang cute, y'all. He thinks he's 10 foot tall and bulletproof now. Hey, Jane. This is just like dictionary pages. This is going to be my background. And I figured I would start while I was saying hello to everyone until we won't get into the main part of the project. This is going to be a two-nighter, a two-part, because the stuff with the air dry clay has to dry. So I'll come back Thursday and, gosh, -30. I'll come back and do it Thursday. 7 degrees right now. I don't know what we are right now. We're supposed to be 8 tonight is our low. So I'm like, I just don't like it. I don't do winter well. Oh, a Buc-ee's, nice. I love Buc-ee's. I love me some Buc-ee's. I love their food. I like all their decor they have. 15 inches of snow, oh my gosh. No, I got about six on the ground. And I'm good. Y'all, I'm going to have to go over here and blow my nose. I don't know what it is, but I start sniffing every time I come behind that table. I don't know what it is. Maybe my hubby needs to change my air filters right out because it's right up there. You got sleet. Yeah, we got sleet instead of ice too. Instead of like freezing rain. So that's where it's bad. And that's what like Nashville got. If y'all seen any pictures of that, it's really bad. Where the trees are just bent over because they're so, hey Kathy, hey Josie, hello Rhonda. Where the trees are just bent over from the heaviness of the weight of the ice. And that's where it's dangerous. I can't remember how many people they said has already died because of the storm. Isn't he cute, Pamela? He's so dang cute, y'all. He thinks he's grown, though. I will say, he thinks he's grown. -8, Brenda. I'm feeling for y'all. Look, I'm putting it on this cardboard. Y'all know how it makes it do, but once it dries, I think it's going to straighten back out. But I don't care if it's all wrinkled, which it is. It's not really. But I'm just decoupaging my background. They will eventually, Nancy. I love Buc-ee's though, I'm telling you. It is like, it's like a Walmart gas station. It's just huge. I wish they had places where you could sit down and eat. Of course, it'd have to be double that size. He is good, Melissa. I gave him a little bath yesterday in the sink, and he got a full belly, and he went to sleep yesterday. He was clean, bless his heart. He was shaking. You'd have thought I'd hurt him. -2 tonight in Kentucky. Oh, gosh, y'all. It's just bone chilling. I just can't. I'm not made for winter. I saw a post today. Somebody said, summertime never locked me inside, made where I couldn't go out. Graceland was closed. I don't doubt it because you can't get to it. It's just the streets are so bad. And the National Guard is in Memphis, y'all know, because of the crime. And so they were helping get people out of the snow today. 16 inches. You're just a reversible snowman. Okay, so if you have ordered anything, I tried to fill all my orders before all this happened. If you have ordered anything in the last couple of days, y'all just know that I won't be able to mail it out until the post office reopens. Carol, we're going to make I don't even know. It's going to be a Valentine's craft, and we're going to use air dry clay. But I'm going to take a frame, and I really don't even know what to tell you I'm going to do. I'm going to cut hearts out of air dry clay. Made birds out of cardboard today. Oh, cool. I left a little hole right there, so let me cover it up. I like doing the background this way because you really can't go wrong. You just tearing and sticking paper down. So it's going to be fine the way it looks, you know. So I'm just not built for cold. No, I'm not built for cold weather. I want some sunshine and some green and some happy weather. I don't want overcast and snow and white and gray and everything's dead. I don't like it. 10 inches of snow. And see, the snow we can handle. And everybody's like, oh, the people in the South just freak out. And oh my gosh. And I'm so sick of people making fun of people in the South of the snow. I'm sick of it. Because it's not the snow that we worry about. It's when they tell us that we're getting a massive ice storm. Because, you know, we have a lot of pine trees here. And pine trees are real soft. And they will just pop under the weight of, you know, whatever. And so people just think we just can't function. We can't function. We can function, but it's just we don't have the equipment. Our power lines are not equipped for that kind of stuff, you know, for it to happen like this. And we go out and buy food and all that kind of stuff because everything shuts down, okay? They're not delivering mail, you know, and if you were to have to be without power for 2 weeks, what would you do? You know, you could freeze to death. It's a serious thing. And like, you know, if I told y'all northern people, hey, you got to go prepare, tornado sirens about to go off, and you have no y'all would freak out, you know. And us southern people are on the front porch looking for the tornado, right? Because it's like, oh, really, a tornado warning? Let me go see where the tornado is. So it, you know, it goes both ways, and people, you know, people make fun of us when it gets like this, but that's why, because like I said, I think they said maybe 16 or 26 people have already died because of the cold and just, you know, in an accident. Hey, Tracy, or accidents or whatever, but yeah, it's bad. Put on a large letter M for most of my 3. It's the ice. The ice is just scary in general because the trees can't handle it. The power lines can't handle it. You know, and that's what we were told we were getting, and thank God we didn't. We got sleet and snow here. I've just always been taught to drip our faucets because if it's on an outside wall, it could freeze. 11 days. Yes, it's scary. And you could literally freeze to death in your own home if you don't have power. You know, some people have generators and stuff like that, but yeah, we have like my neighborhood, the power line is underground, and that is the only reason that is because of aesthetics. So they don't want the poles and the lines being in the, you know, it's for aesthetically pleasing. That's why they do that in my neighborhood, but it's not everywhere that way. So that, you know, y'all have been doing that for years and years and years, and then for them to redo all that here would be, you know, they don't have the money to do that. Hurricane parties on the Gulf Coast, right? Hunker down and just wait. Yep. So it's, you know, it's whatever you get used to and grow up with and all the things. Homeless people under bridges deceased. Yes. And it's just sad. And they have shelters and stuff for them. And now why they don't go, I don't know. But they just, I guess they just think they'll make it, you know, and they don't make it. Yours are underground. Yeah, see, all of ours are not underground. They're all above ground. Most of them. Now, my neighborhood's not, but now that doesn't mean that what's coming to me is not underground. Is above the ground on power lines. So, all right. I'm just gonna call this done. Look how bowed it is. All right. So, that's just gonna be my background, and sticking a little pieces here and there. This is an old dictionary I got at a estate sale years ago. It's about that thick, and I just pull some pages out and use it like this because I'm sure the dictionary is, I shouldn't say out of date. That's probably not a good choice of words, but y'all know what I mean. Okay. Because, you know, they update them or whatever. Okay, I'm putting that in up. Let me get some water in here before I put my Mod Podge in my water. Okay, so we gotta let that dry. Vicky, you can sand it. I generally don't. -14, Deb, oh my gosh. Yeah, the pipes can freeze. We'll try to hold this down and see if I can get it to stay down. It's going to go in a frame, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, prayers for everyone. I think they said it was like 140 million people that were affected by this storm, and that's a lot of people. A lot of people. You don't do the ice. I mean, snow is fine, but when you get freezing rain that freezes on everything, y'all, it's bad. Nancy, I don't know if anybody uses the dictionary anymore. And light on your prompt, we have the generic. Dana, and they think that we've all seen a UFO and that we sit on our front porch and we eat fried chicken. We're educated people down here, I can promise you. I can start naming all famous people that are from Mississippi if you want me to. There's a lot of them. We'll start with Elvis, and we'll go from there. Oprah Winfrey. Is she like one of the richest women in America? She's from, not far from me actually, about an hour. Feels like -12. What's that? Okay, what does that feels like mess? Like, I just want to know what it feels like when I go outside. It's cold. 2 degrees. Woo! Sweet tea. Yeah, and drink sweet tea, which I like me some sweet tea now. I don't be knocking my sweet tea for sure. Yeah, it's going to go in a frame, so I think it's going to get covered up by some other stuff too. 2-hour load of clothes at midnight and setting the dishwasher to run 2 hours later. Okay. Yeah, I've seen people do that to keep the hot water running or water running through their pipes. Right, Pam? Like tornado. Like my friend Mandy, one time in December, the tornado siren was going off. I'm not gonna fix that because I'm gonna probably better fix that one spot. And I was going outside because it was December. Like this is like a year ago or something, and I was going outside and she could hear it. Woo! You know the siren. We have a siren in our town. And she was like, "Girl, you better get back in the house." And I'm like, "The sun is out. It's probably south in the county somewhere." And she was like, "You better go get in your safe spot." And I'm like, "We good." DC is too cold. Yeah, -12 hurts. Yeah. I know with the wind, but it's like, it's just cold as hell. That's cold. When your cheeks start tingling, it's time to go in because your skin is literally freezing. No thanks. Alright, so it's flattening out some. I'm trying to make it flat. It don't matter though because it's going in the frame. So that's what it kind of looks like. I just wanted a background. Hey Darian, I've never had it hurt my skin like that, so, and I don't want to. No. Like Julie from Julie's Designs and Design, she lives like a couple of miles from me. And she goes, "Hey, you want to come over here and go sledding?" And I went, that is negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full. No. I was like, no. I do not want to go sledding. I told her, I said, I'm past my sledding days. I'm sorry, but I'm way past my, I'm not going down no hill in the freezing cold on a sled. No, I'm past that. I don't need to break an arm or appendage or anything like that. So yeah, like no. Deb, yeah, we're out there looking for tornadoes. Okay, so there's my background. All right, so let me tell you what I'm going to try to do. Now, I saw this on TikTok. Now, I'm doing my spin on what she did, but I'm doing my hearts the same way she did because I thought it was really cool. Okay, so I got this plate, and I'm going to show you what this is for in a minute. Okay, her name on TikTok was Rooted Living Georgia, I think, GA, I think was in who I saw this from. I've been hibernating too, y'all. I got makeup on. I washed my hair. I fixed my hair for y'all. I came live because I have been rotting on the couch for 2 days. But I have been working, so. Freezing in Kroger. Maybe their heat doesn't work. Okay, so this is going to go in here. We're going to paint the frame. All right, so I want to do the hearts. That was the whole thing. The point of this was these hearts. Because I saw her do it, and I was like, oh, I'm doing that. I wanted my hearts to coming out of something. So I'm going to make an envelope, like it's going to look like an envelope at the bottom, and the hearts are going to be coming out of it. But the hearts are going to look different because you hurt yourself in the house. That's what she told me. She goes, you just need the right clothes to come out, to be outside. And I was like, girl, I could look like the little boy from the Christmas Story and I'm still going to be cold. Like, no. I've done that with my kids. I did the snowman, the sledding, and all that stuff, and I'm not doing it. And hurt my back again? Yes. Anyway, so it's going to look like this, but we're going to paint this. So, like, tonight is mainly going to be prepping all of my parts, and then we're going to do the hearts, and then put it together on Thursday. Because it's got, well, I got to paint the hearts. But they got to dry. Okay. So, let me tell you what the plate is for. So, we're going to roll out this clay. If y'all have never seen me use this, I use this stuff all the time. I get it from Hobby Lobby. It doesn't have a sticker on it. And it's on sale sometimes, like 30 or 40% off. So anyway, so the Instagram name is TikTok. Her name is Rooted Living, and it's like an underscore, and then GA. That's where I saw this on TikTok. So I use this. I get it at Hobby Lobby. Michael's has it too. Amazon has it too. But this is the white, and it is air dry. But you need to put it in a Ziploc bag, which I need to grab. Because that's a new pack. Because it will dry out. Let me open this box. Because it will dry out. Even as we're sitting here talking, it'll start drying out. So I got to get a bag. Charlie didn't get any snow, but she saw our snow. But where they live, they didn't get any. They're too far south. She has like 4 packs of clay. Yeah, it's on TikTok. So anyway, so I wanted to give her full credit because I did see this, but I'm doing it a little different take on it than she did. You never see crafty cute stuff on TikTok? Really? Just go type in crafts, and when you start watching some of those, they'll start coming up in your feed. So anyway, so this is the clay that I'm going to use. Let me move some of this, but I don't need that anymore. So I did this first. So we're going to paint the frame. So we're going to cut out hearts. I have several cookie cutters, but some of them are really big, and so I'm not going to use the big ones. And I'm going to try to cut some freehand because I want some tiny ones. I only have these two, like, small ones, cookie cutters, like this. And so how she did hers was she took the cookie cutters and she cut it out, and then she laid them, like, on the side here. So they're kind of, I'll have to show you. She laid them down, so they're when they dry, they're not just going to be flat. They're going to be kind of like this. And so they're gonna kind of be 3D coming off of the background, if that makes any sense. It's okay, so you won't have TikTok, it's fine. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna paint this, and we're gonna cut our hearts out. I'm gonna roll my clay out and cut my hearts out, but I'm gonna paint this frame real quick. So this is a lot of like prepping, and I'm using Dixie Belle Fluff because that's the only chalk paint that I have at the moment. Because my friend Julie, with Julie Designs and Signs, she sells Dixie Belle. So this is what the paint of choice is. My nose is itching. It's 15 right now for me. Yes, it's going to be 8. Warped hearts. Yeah, they're going to be, so when I put them on my background, they're going to be off of the background. They're not just going to be flat. Wow, all the school systems were closed today in Tennessee. That's history. Wow. I'm telling you, it affected a lot of people. This storm. And I'm just thankful we did not lose power. We haven't lost power. I'm thankful, very thankful. I have sat up and done a lot of praying, like, oh, Jesus, Lord. Because, you know, this girl don't like no cold. I mean, we have gas logs that we would turn on and use. We've never used them since we've been in this house. And, but, you know, my husband can fix anything. He would make it work. Hey, Sue. 19 for you, see? Everybody's just froze. Even the people in Florida are froze. They're not actually freezing. They're just kind of like a little lower than they normally are, so they think they're freezing, which I totally get because you get acclimated to the temperatures. So I'm painting this white. Yeah, they're going to come out of the canvas. No, okay, so Jane just asked me. So y'all pray for Dorothy. Dorothy lives in a little community about 30 minutes or so from me. And she lives out in the country. And she doesn't have power. But they do have a way that they're keeping warm. So that's good. And they had trees down on their driveway and stuff. So y'all just pray for Dorothy because she won't be here tomorrow because the roads are not safe to travel. But she doesn't have power. So I'm just hoping they get it soon. It's kind of scary. You know, and they can't go anywhere because the roads are terrible. 40. Ooh, y'all having a heat wave. Yeah, a lot of people's power people are out from all over the country helping. And they're probably, you know, helping a lot of places like Oxford, Mississippi, where the whole town is, nobody has power. It's terrible. And you just think about the little elderly people. And yeah, that's how people's houses burn down. Because they're trying to keep warm and, you know, whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, y'all pray for Dorothy because she doesn't have any power. I keep touching base with her. So she must either have a generator. I didn't ask. I said, are y'all keeping warm? And she said, yes. So I said, I wish she'd come over here, but she can't get here. That's the problem, you know. The roads are terrible. And we don't have, you know, snow plows going up and down the streets all the time. Okay. 80 on Saturday and 38 today. See, that's cold for Destin, Florida. It's so bad over her way. Kids. Yes, that's where she lives in Holly Springs. 4 degrees. Ugh. I'm just telling you, I don't like to complain, but I do not like the winter. Just gonna tell y'all that. So this color is called Fluff. It's white. Like marshmallow fluff. All right, so I gotta get it dry. Trying to make sure I didn't miss. Oh, I did. That little edge right there. But I'm gonna sand some of it back, so it's not gonna matter. Yeah, I hope she gets her power back. She's like, I want to come to work tomorrow, but I can't. I'm like, no, you're not. You're gonna stay right where you are. Because it's dangerous. Hey, Valerie's picking up crafts in Florida and getting in the 20s. That's cold for Florida. That's like cold, cold, cold. Yeah, she won't be here tomorrow. Winter is not for me either, I know. I saw a sweatshirt that said, I do not winter well. And I need a shirt. I need to make a shirt that says that. I do not winter well. A 4-wheel drive one? And that's all fine and good until you hit a patch of ice and the 4-wheel drive's not going to help. But yeah, it does help when you have 4-wheel drive in summer. Yeah, I don't know how people are staying warm. I guess they have like gas little heaters. Y'all, this thing wiggles itself out every time, and I have bent the prongs. I have done all the things just for me doing this. Let me hold the cord and then do this. I can't help but do this. Do y'all do this when you drive? It helps. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, we're faring well, I hope. Me too, Melissa. I think when Christmas comes and then it's New Year's, After New Year's, it should just be spring. Cold for Florida next week. So my husband's looking at a generator to run the whole house. He's been researching that. Of course, you know, it's a good time to do it when you know, possibly could not have power. Don't like the cold in the dark. 30 inches here. Oh my gosh. Snow is okay. I mean, we can fare well in snow. It's just the ice. It's the ice and trees breaking and all that kind of stuff. Hit Disney. Yeah, it's cold. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go over this too terribly much, but as y'all can see, it's got some spots that need going back over. Because, you know, it's white, and y'all know how white does. So I'm just roughly going to do a second coat. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. Even your hair. Have you had hubby attach your power strip under your table so it's closer to plug in? Yes, I need to. But it's plugged into the wall behind me. I need to get one with a longer cord because that cord's not long enough. And put it on my table. My paper towel roll is attached to my table. January and February serve no purpose, right? That's me. These months I don't fare well because usually this is when we get a lot of rain and everything is dead and dreary and depressing. And I know we have to have this part of, you know, of the seasons, but I just don't do well. I like it sunny and warm. I do not winter well. Yes. I saw that. I think it was on Country Crafts by Tracy, I think is what it was. I'm going to have to fix this one. Look. It's not coming out though, but. Alright. It's irritating me though because it's twisting all around. I'm trying to paint. Wouldn't come out or I'd glue it back. Two generators because hurricane. Yes, definitely have to have that in Florida. But you can get 1300, I don't know what it is. You can get one that's big enough to run your house. You can have a company put it in too, but you could get an electrician to come and put you in some things where you could have one to run your house without paying, you know, about 20 grand to have a home generator put in. But we don't want to put you know, a permanent one here because we're not staying in this house forever. 14 inches of snow, gosh. So this is not our permanent home. We will downsize once our kids are college and done and out and gone. We will downsize. But we got one that was, you know, we could definitely take it with us. But anyway, all right, I think I'm good. I just gotta sand it. And then we're gonna start working on the, yeah, Generac, yes. Generacs, yes. But you can get a Home Depot and get a Westing point or something like that. It's like 1300, I don't know what it is called. And it can run your whole house. And you have to get somebody to come and put a, I think my husband said soft starts on your air conditioners. And a certain kind of plug that plugs in. And it will run on propane or gasoline or natural gas. Oh wow, cold water got their power back on about an hour ago. That's good. That's right below me. So those linemen are working. Thank God for them. That's good. It's a little town below me. It's starting to sound kind of vibrating, like it's, Winter, I'm breaking up with you. It's me, not you. Oh, y'all need some snow there? My goodness. All right. Okay. Now the story is to wax or not to wax, but I think I'm gonna save that for another conversation because I don't know. Everybody's like, no, don't wax. So I'm gonna definitely paint and take it back off, and see it comes, that brown's right up under that paint, so it's gonna make it look nice. And I want to try milk paint because everybody says milk paint chips really nicely, and I've not painted with milk paint before. I need to get some. Julie sells milk paint as well, so I'm gonna be like, Julie, I need some paint. Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, I hope all the truck drivers, and they're having wrecks and stuff everywhere. Because some people don't know how to drive for sure. I don't want to get out and have to drive, so I've done it, I just don't want to do it. When I used to have to go to work in it. But you can take off as little as much as you want. But this is just a thrifted frame that I'm using. 20 inches of snow, my goodness. Y'all gonna have some big snowmen. But we're gonna get to the clay part in a minute. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make like, I got some cardboard, I'm gonna make like an envelope at the bottom. So that's what my thoughts were, and like the hearts are gonna be coming out of it. But unless I can think of something else, but I think that's what's gonna be. But I just wanted, you know, if you just dress this, doesn't matter how poorly you painted it. Hello, Sherry. Ooh, -14. Is the real temp like, feels like? We used to just say the wind chill is whatever, you know, not feels like. I mean, I literally have seen frames like this in Hobby Lobby that they're charging $25 for, and I just did it for, you know, $1 and some paint. I promise it does. It looks like a frame that you would, it'd be at Home Goods or something that you'd pay money for that. I'm happy with that. Make sure I don't need those spots. Okay. Now I gotta clean up my mess because it makes a mess. Real temp is -14. Good Lord. So it probably feels like -20 or something. Jeez, you better stay inside. Like, how do y'all keep y'all's houses warm? I mean, my house is warm, but I can tell it's cold outside. Let me. Okay. Dust. I saw where she got married. I kind of knew she was. So it wasn't kind of a surprise to me because she kind of told me that a long time ago, like months ago. So I kind of already knew, but okay. Yeah, I'm happy for them. Very happy for them. Okay, been a long time coming. All right, so here's my frame. So there's my frame. This is going in the frame. And when I turned this over a minute ago, I was like, oh, here's the bracket. It's got a bracket for you could hang it, which I'm probably not going to hang it. I'll probably prop it somewhere. But this is what it's going to look like. Let me get it in here. Okay. I'm probably going to accent with some gold because there's going to be some gold with this. Oh my gosh. They didn't make it to the, oh my goodness. The furnace kicks on every 20 minutes. I can imagine. Okay, so there's my background. And it's a little off-white compared to my frame, but it's okay. So I saw the bracket on the back and I thought, should I do it this way? Or should I do my envelope down here and make it go this way? So, it does look like something you would buy at Hobby Lobby. Let's see. Cindy with Art Shattered that lives in my town. Her and her fiance got married. Okay. So I'm trying to think, should I do it down here and make them go this way? Or should I do it, doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm gonna, I had scissors out here a second ago. Here they are. Hasn't had the time. No, my dollhouse is not put together. God. No. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if I just cut this pretty much in half. So this is what I'm going to make my envelope out of. This is cardboard I use in my packages. It's just cardboard sheets. But you can use Amazon, whatever. So this is going to be like my little envelope. And I'm going to go up here. And I'm eyeballing because that's what I do best. I eyeball. Get the pitch just right. Looks like a house. Look, it's lopsided. I didn't eyeball that too great. We'll just fix it. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to cover, this top part's going to get covered up. So that's going to be like the back of my envelope. Like that. And then, so, I have to paint it too. Hey Melissa, I've done painted a frame and I've done Mod Podge book pages to the back. We're going to do our clay in just a minute. That's the best part. So that's going to get covered up because that's going to be like the envelope like this. Pencil. I'm going to draw this off just because I don't want it to be lopsided. So, like, I'm going to cut that out. My nose is itching. Hey, Lorraine. Okay, and so it'll be like they're coming out. Okay. Your chickens are warm. Yeah, what do people do about their chickens and their animals and stuff? Oh my gosh. I couldn't imagine if I had a farm and I had to take care of animals and worry about them freezing and stuff. Apple barrel paint pens in different sizes. Tried the black one and white one tip. Oh, okay. I need to look at that because I know they have them at Walmart. So this is going to be the front of my envelope. And then I'm going to use, I'm going to cut this. I'm just constructing something over here. So I'm going to make little strips that are the same size as that, like this. And that's how I'm going to get that to raise off of there so it looks like the envelope actually had something coming, forward. Okay. We're going to construct this. Heaters in the barn, heat lamps. Oh, wow. Heat mats. Several chickens freeze. Oh, my goodness. I just measure, Diane. I just throw it on there and just cut it. It's cardboard. Okay, So y'all, do y'all see what I'm doing? Like, these are my little spacer pieces. Like this. And I'm going to put them here. Where's my other one? Up here. Like this. And then this piece is going to go like this. So I've kind of got like a pocket. And I might even cut another one. And make it 3 high. I'm just going to have to make my clay thin. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Kittens are driving us crazy. Is this on? Okay, it's hot. All right. So I'm just making my little envelope out of cardboard. Ow. Ice fishing. No! And the ice crack? Are you crazy? Oh my gosh, no. I ain't got time for that, Diane. We creative. We ain't got time to be measuring nothing. My husband, I'll be like, hey, I'll give him this old dilapidated board and I'll say, hey, can you cut this in half for me? And he gets the measuring tape out and I'm like, honey, just go whack it right in the middle. He's like, I can't do that. And I'm like, just eyeball it and whack it in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. And he, you know, he's going to measure and it's going to be to the 1,000th of an inch in perfection. Even taking account the blade width of the saw blade. I'm telling you, it's, and I'm like, just whack it off. Just whack it in half. You built tents for your stray cats. Oh my gosh. I've seen a little house that you can get your little cats. They have like a little flap they go in and it's heated and everything in there. It's pretty cool. Ice fishing. Are y'all nuts? Ice, if anything to do with ice or cold or I'm out. Nuh-uh. See, my face would get cold and I can't, I'd have to have a ski mask or something on. I think fishing's cool, but don't put me on the pond and the ice is going to start cracking and stuff. No. Okay, so see what I did? See, I built it up so that when I put this on, well, I didn't cut those off, but it's okay. It's going to be like a little pocket in there. Not worried about the bottom, but I am worried about these. Where's this? If it starts cracking, I'm out. I'm gonna be flying back to the bank. Nope. Cutting off my corners that I did not take into account for. Nope, I'll pass. I don't want nothing to do with ice fishing or igloos or bobsledding or... No, I'm not saying I never have. I did. Just whack it. Yes, me too, Shasta. When I just don't even measure, sometimes it's like, you know. But he works with into thousandths of an inch, so he's got to be precise. And I'm like, killing me. It's warm in the fish houses. So is it like a porta potty, like little house, and you're in there on the ice? I mean, I have no idea. You put the plywood down so they have a little grass patch. I've seen people putting the tarps down so they'll have a grass patch so they can go to the bathroom. Look at there. See? Look at there. I cut off the corners and you don't see them anymore. All right. So here is my little envelope. Look at there. And we're going to paint it. You drive your cars on the lakes in Minnesota. I'm dead. No. Yeah, it's just that. My point is not even, but you know, that was what I get for eyeballing. But you're not going to see it. It's probably actually too big, but for that triangle I got going on down here. Still looks lopsided. My eyeball's not working tonight. Okay. Okay, I cut it down. I eyeball everything. Okay. So now, I've got to paint it, just one side. All right, where's my... I'm not going to paint it that color, though. Let's paint it. Let's paint it. Where's my light mocha? I might have to mix a little of something else in it. Okay. Your springs here feel warm. Oh, if it's warm, I'm game. But y'all had to get the house all fixed up for me. I don't have to be bougie about it and say, y'all got to fix up the fish house, and then I'll come get in it once it's done got warm. I am not going to go sit on no cracking lake when it's freezing. Cut my own wood. All right, so this is light mocha, which is cream colored, but I think I'm going to end up having to mix some something in it because it's going to look white. I can't hear the ice cracking. I'm out. I'm out. If y'all just wouldn't have told me the ice was gonna crack like that, I probably would have been okay. I'd have been like, oh, that's just in my imagination. But how thick is that ice, though? It's probably like that. Okay, so here's my envelope. You had to have it built on, yeah, it don't have to be on the boat. Have a hole in the bottom of the boat or something. Seems like, wouldn't it be cold sitting on the ice? It doesn't make you cold. Yes, your husband's Yorkie. I love how you say your husband's Yorkie. That's what cracks me up, Tammy. It's not yours. It's your husband's dog. It cracks me up every time. Bandit goes outside and goes, it's all white out here. I am not, like, he'll go out and pee and he'll come on the porch and come right back in. He don't want no part of no white stuff, no snow. Now, Bella would go out in it. She'd walk around in the snow. Didn't faze her. Okay. I'm just kind of getting the edge where it doesn't look brown. Return to sender. I don't know why that just came to my mind. Address unknown. No such number. Okay. So there's my envelope. Solid ground, right? I'll get on the bank and fish. You just cut me a little hole out there and I'll throw my thing over in there. The ice cracks to build more ice. Okay, no. Can crack somewhere else. I might need a little more. Okay, I'm mixing it with burlap. Because he is horrible. Oh, the dog is horrible? Jamie. So you don't claim him? They can be little somethings for sure. Okay. Because I'm painting an envelope. Yeah. Return to sender. Of course, I hear Elvis singing it, though, in my head. Not me. I can't wait till the new movie comes out. I'm going to go see it. Elvis documentary, lost footage from Las Vegas or some kind of something that's coming out in February, I think. All right. Envelope is... Oh, gotta do the size just in case. I don't know. Just in case you can see it. You're singing it with me? Return to sender. I grew up listening to all that because my mama was an Elvis fanatic. All right. Now that's just got to dry. And I'm going to stamp on it some cute stuff and do that. A little flag pops up when you get a fish on the line. Ah! You're making it sound fun, but one good crack and I'm gone. Your puppies have coats. Bella had a coat. She had a cute little coat that she would wear when it snowed. I got pictures of her in the snow in the coat. Yeah. Ugh, I just wanted to run. Okay, so here's my envelope. It's drying. Let me dry it so it'll flatten back out. Return to sender. I don't want to return to sender because it's going to have hearts coming out. No, I have not, Deb. I guess I need to see Priscilla. I've read her book that she wrote years and years and years ago. Elvis and Me. I read that. Ooh, that's like a hair. I did, Connie. Yeah. He'd sit in the fireplace like, oh, it's too cold. He's not crazy. Of course, mine don't go outside right now because he's too small. He would get lost. He would jump in the snow and you wouldn't see him. But he can't go outside for another few weeks until he gets all his shots. Coming out 2/22. Yeah, I know it's in February. I just didn't know when. Sometime. I feel like they would have tried to release it on his birthday, which was January 8th, but I don't know. Okay, so there's my envelope. Roughly, it's going to go here, okay? I'm probably going to do something else to this. I don't know what yet. So now we get to play with the clay. All right, let me set all this back here. I don't have enough room. Made the envelope. We did the frame. But we're going to do some more stuff to the envelope. Okay, now I gotta do something to this so I won't get trash in my paint, in my clay. I hadn't used clay in a long, long time, and I love to use this clay. Get my hands, because, you know, it'll turn brown. So this is what I buy at Hobby Lobby. I don't like to use anything else because I have tried something else before, and it cracked when it was drying, and it was like something that somebody paid me to do, and I had to redo it. Hey, Carolyn. Okay, Cheryl, I'll check it. You're not a Priscilla fan yourself? I mean, yeah. I mean, she was young, y'all. She was only 14. Okay. All right. So I'm doing this, and like it will literally start trying to dry while we're sitting here. So I'm gonna do that because I don't know how much I need. Special 3rd grade grand. Oh, nice. Congrats. All right. So this is what it looks like, but when it dries, it gets white. This came from Whatnot. It came from Whatnot. I think I got it for like 15, 20 bucks. And yes, it was brand new. That's the only Louis thing I have. I mean, I'm not like a... Me and Mandy were watching it one night, and I was like, look, they got Louis cups. And so we just bid. I don't know why. Okay. So, got my clay. This is my fancy rolling pin, okay? I think I've had this fancy rolling pin for several years now. It's a salsa jar. It works just fine. So I'm going to get my clay kind of thin because we're going to make heart. I'm going to cut out hearts, but I'm going to try to freehand some because I need some little ones. This is the famous jar, yes. You need to delete that app. I love that app. Whatnot is so much fun. as a buyer and a seller, I buy lots of stuff on there too. Because you'll see stuff on there that you're not going to see. Like there's, for instance, there's somebody on there right now that I saw before I came live. And they have uranium, and they're like little owls, and they're uranium glass that glows. And I'm like, oh no! I'm like, they're going to auction those off while I'm live. You have so many Stanleys thanks to whatnot. I know. There's people that, I have that Hello Kitty one I got, and then I have this one. And Chase's girlfriend's like, I need a Stanley like that. I need a Louis one. And I was like, okay, well, I'll have to try to find you one on there. So, okay. So I've got it, I mean, I guess it's probably about maybe a 1/4 inch thick, maybe a little less. But you can do them however you want to. And it's nice and smooth. It's okay, Annette. You've missed, I did my frame. I painted the frame because it was brown. I distressed it. I Mod Podged my background, and I made an envelope out of cardboard. That's what you've missed. Now we're making hearts. So the girl I watched, I think she did like, what's that Crayola clay, the air dry clay? House of Coop. Yes, Janet, it was House of Coop. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because I saw it on their Facebook page. And then they went live like right before I came live. And I was like, they're going to have these uranium little owls. Yes, Mandy sells such cute stuff. Vaseline glass. Yes, Dixie, I have a cabinet in my house. I have a uranium glass cabinet in my house. It's got the black lights in it. They stay on all the time, so all of it glows all the time. Can you add color to that clay while you're rolling it out? Probably, but I'll paint this after. Oh, it dries. I'll paint them. I have a uranium glowy puffy fish from Whatnot. Yes. So stuff like that, like you cannot buy anywhere else. You're going to find that sitting on your couch at home. Uh-oh. I got to find my spatula, y'all. Where's my spatula? I got to have my Cricut spatula or we're in trouble. Please tell me this is it. No, it's not. Hold on, y'all. Where is my little green spatula? Because it's going to be stuck to the table. Hold on. Please tell me. I know I had it not too long ago. What did I do with it? Oh. It's used for everything but a Cricut. Yeah, I have a few pieces of Vaseline glass. I have uranium. I have some cadmium glass. Crayola Magic, yeah. Okay. So... ta-da! All right, so there's one of my hearts. So I'll tell you what she did with them. So I'm gonna... oh, the salt and pepper shakers now. That's probably one thing I don't have. I have one shaker, but I don't have the whole set with the holder. Yeah, that's nice. How does Whatnot work as far as buying stuff? It is people like me who sell. Pam Dodd sells on here. Karina, if she's in here, she sells. My friend Mandy sells. It would tell you if it was from another country because you have to, like if I was to stumble, you can set it to only US only, but it'll tell you, like if it's a Canadian seller, it will tell you postage is going to be changed because the seller is in Canada. It would tell you. But everything is from the US. And like the people that sell like the Nikes and that kind of stuff, they have to go through another process of legitimacy, for it to be legit and not counterfeit. So, you know, all right. So here's my heart. I'm gonna try to get as smooth as I can get it. So it's not like people on there to take your money. It's like eBay and QVC meet together. And there's vintage, there's jewelry, there's clothes, there's makeup, there's trading cards. Melissa, Vaseline glass is a kind of glass that's vintage. They don't make it anymore. That has uranium in it. basically, that makes it glow. If you go and Google Vaseline glass or uranium glass, you'll see. I have a cabinet. I need to take a picture because I haven't taken a picture lately of it, but it glows under black light. Okay. Yeah, I sell beads on there, and I do some vintage too. I just haven't done one in a while. Designer purses, everything. Okay, so she took her hearts, and I didn't have the exact paper plate that she did. Okay, so let me show you how I got it. So the end of it is going to be flat, like this, okay? And then it's going to have like a little curve to my heart, like that. So I'm literally going to let this dry like this on the edge of this plate. Yeah, so the glass it's a light green color, like somebody just said. When you look at it in regular light, it's a light green color. Sometimes Vaseline glass is like a yellow tint to it. Yellow tint to it, not yellow tint. And it's, but it glows under black light. They just don't make it anymore because it has uranium in it. It doesn't release gases. It's radiation, more or less. That's why I had to have it because, I used to be an x-ray tech. So I was like, I got to have some of this. And now I collect it. And now the pieces I buy are pretty much special pieces. Because I have the plates, the cups and stuff. And like Julie bought me some. She brought me some the other day that she found for me. It doesn't release gas. It's like, it has radiation qualities. Oh, she sells on Whatnot and loves it? Yes. I mean, there's people, it's changed their business. It's changed their whole life because they're selling on Whatnot. But it's just like anything else. You got to be consistent. You got to keep at it. Okay, so there's my next heart. So, like, I'm just going to put it here on my plate. And make sure the end is kind of... Keep that like that. Okay, so see how it's like this? And see this one is like that. That's how she did it. And you can go on, if I was wanting to sell on Whatnot and I was brand new, the first thing I would do is I would get on Whatnot and I would watch people. So I watched Whatnot sellers for probably a good 2 months before I ever started selling on Whatnot. So what I'm doing, if y'all want to know, is you see how this kind of cuts out and it has like that rough edge like right there? I'm putting my fingers in some water and I'm just kind of smoothing out the sides where the cookie cutter made that little edge, and I'm just making it kind of smooth. So then it looks smooth. I'm not worried about the back. But, so like that. And then I'm just putting it on my little plate. So it'll dry in this kind of, the way it looks. But, anyway, but I would watch people. And just different people that have been doing it a long time. Let me cut some out of this one. This one's bigger. I would watch people for a long time just to see how they do it, kind of see, the pace they go at, what kind of stuff they sell. Because there's somebody selling something that I'm sure, craft supplies, fabric, scrapbook paper. I mean, there's people on there selling stuff, beads, stuff that you make. There's somebody selling stuff on there 24/7 of anything that you can imagine. So there's all kinds of categories. But I would watch people. Okay, see, there's that one. So I'm just going to put it. I hope I have enough room on this plate. I only brought one plate. Okay. So I'm sort of... So see how that one, it's tall enough to where I can kind of bend it back like that. So it's going to have an angle to it. I have some carnival glass. Got a cookie jar for a wedding gift, and we were married 51 years Sunday. Oh, happy anniversary. But then you can go to YouTube, and there's all kinds of videos. My friend Julie, that's local to me, she does a workshop every once in a while, and it's like a month-long workshop, and she basically teaches you what she knows about whatnot, and she does a really good job. Thank you, Misty. I always say you can sell toenails on whatnot, and I wouldn't doubt if there was somebody on there selling that. I mean, anything and everything, there's somebody selling it right now on whatnot. All right, so there's that one. So I'm just going to keep making my hearts, and then I'm going to have to find something else to put them on if I get too many. But I want to know if I can freehand one. Primitives, kitchen utensils. I mean, something your grandma had in her kitchen and you ain't seen it since 1991, and it was, something that they don't make anymore. You're going to see it on whatnot. I promise. Somebody's on there selling it right now. And you're like, oh my gosh, I got to have that because my grandma had that in her kitchen when I was a kid, and I need that. Trust me. Look at this one. Okay, so this is I just have a little X-Acto knife. And I just did that one free-handed. So will you glue the flat part? Yes. So I'm going to glue this part I'm going to paint them. Let me see if I can pull up this video and I'll show y'all what I'm going to do. Her video. Okay. So now this one is not going to do too much of a bending, so I'm probably not going to have to worry about that. Let me see if I can pull up her video and show you. The guy with the bones he stole out of Grandma's graves on whatnot. I hope he wasn't. I don't think he's on whatnot. He's on Instagram. Or where's TikTok? There it is. Let's see if I can even sign into it on my phone. It may have, nope, I'm still here. Okay. Let me find it. I'll show y'all what her stuff looks like. So we can give her a good old shout out right here. Okay, so this is her. All right, hold on. Let me get to the end. Well, spare y'all all of the... Okay. So see, she did a frame, and then she had a mat that had the center cut out. I just paused the video. So all of her she painted them red and white, and all of them are Okay, now y'all can see it better. Jane, I just like to watch, and her name is Rooted Living _ GA. Oh, but yeah, so there's what hers looks like. So she's the gold frame, and then she had a mat. And I was like, well, I want to do the same thing, but I want them like coming out of a envelope or something. You could do it coming out of a little pot or something else, like cut a peat pot in half. I almost did that. And put it on the canvas, put moss in it, and have them coming out. Hers is very pretty, and I'm hoping that mine turns out half as good as she does. And she used that Crayola clay, and I was like, well, I'm gonna use my clay. So when I saw somebody doing clay, I was like, oh, I love using clay. So she inspired me to do it. Okay. It's not hard to freehand them either. I thought it was gonna be, but it's really not. It's not hard. I just gotta smooth it out a little bit more. But she painted them, and then she painted the edges gold, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, so there's that one. So these tiny ones, they aren't gonna bend very much, so I'm just gonna kind of set them over here on the edge. I mean, in the middle, because they don't really need to be bent, because there's not much. Yeah, I wanted the envelope. Oh yeah, darling, you can do a 4-leaf clover like that. Yeah, that would be cool too. So I'm just kind of chiseling out some little hearts over here. That way I can have some small ones, because I don't have a cookie cutter that small. So if you don't have a cookie cutter at all, you can definitely just, you know, freehand them out, and then take your finger in some water and you kind of just smooth it out and kind of get it the shape you want to. But if they're not perfect, it's okay. Because these definitely aren't perfect, but they're going to look cute once they get painted, and you can kind of squeeze it and stretch it. And see, that one's not perfect, but it's okay. Yours would be wonky. That one's wonky. Okay, so let's cut. I'm going to cut some more. It's definitely easier to cut them. I feel like I'm using my Easy Bake Oven over here. You would resin, yes. I would definitely, well, I wouldn't say I definitely would, but I'll probably seal mine with triple thick and make them real shiny. They look like the conversation hearts, the little ones, yeah. All right, so see, I just smoothed that one out. Now I'm gonna put it on my plate like it's supposed to be, where it's kind of sloped. I think I can get one more, and then I'll have to get some more clay. Yeah, the 4-leaf clover, that's a cool idea. You put 4 or even just 3 together. That would be cool. So there's you another idea. You can make clovers coming out. If y'all are Irish. All right, so see, there's my other one. But if you have a tree that you do all the time, you can make these and poke a hole with a straw and hang them on your, you could paint them and put them on your all year long tree. I know some of y'all said y'all had all year long trees. This is already kind of getting dry, you believe it? Because the heat, I guess the heat's on in here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to add a little water, and then I'm gonna get some more clay, because it's definitely not humid in here for sure because of the heat. Yeah, Hobby Lobby. You can, but I'll put this in a Ziploc bag when I get done, because it will dry out really fast. Like, these are already starting to dry on the edges. It would be cute, Sue. You could do little hearts with your kids' names on it. Good night, Judy. Y'all stay warm. Stay warm, Judy. All right. So I'm going to try to get this smoothed back out. So see, you don't have to have any fancy kind of utensils or anything like that. I wouldn't use my rolling pin that I use in the kitchen, but so I just decided I was going to use a jar, and I've had this jar. It stays with my clay in my little bin where my clay is. Uh-oh. So it's where it stays. The other side feels, that's what I thought. It felt like that, because that's the dry parts. Try to get it smoothed out. Not that you're gonna see the back, but hey, Vicky. Hey, Beth, how are you? There's Beth, my friend with the ruffled daisy. We're doing air dry clay. I'm making something I saw on the TikTok. Okay, so I don't want it too thick, but I don't want it too thin either. They put it on sale at Hobby Lobby, and then you can use a coupon at Michael's. Yes, because Michael's still has coupons. Hobby Lobby, no more. All right. So see, the edges look, you know, like you cut it out with a cookie cutter, and when you just wet your finger and you can just smooth it back out. Like that. And then the edges look all nice. Not worried about the back. And then I'm going to put it on my plate like she did. So, see them? I like the misshape too a little bit. I know, I can't wait to see it, and I knew this was going to be a long project. And I was like, well, it'll just have to be a two-parter, because anytime I use the clay, it's always a two parts. Her name is Rooted Living _GA on TikTok is how I saw it. Rooted Living all together and then an _GA. I'm just doing a different version of what she did. Same principle, but she just did hers a little, she's making hers come out of just the middle of the frame. Good night, Alicia. And I'm just doing mine coming out of an envelope. Ooh, I just used the wrong side. I don't guess it matters. I feel like I'm baking cookies. Barbara, no, it'll dry and then it should be fine. It shouldn't stick. Like tomorrow when I come out here, it'll probably be, they'll be, for the most part, they'll be dry, but the back won't be dry, and I'll have to take them off the plate so the back will dry. But I could leave them on here till Thursday morning, really. Okay, see, there's that one. I'm just doing some big ones, some small ones. But no, they won't stick to the plate. It shouldn't anyway. You're gonna date yourself. Silly putty. Yeah, silly putty was fun. I like messing with this. You can make anything you want to. You know, my story about the air dry clay is I was making a craft one time and I needed some eggs to go in a bird nest. Well, I didn't have any eggs in my egg collection of craft stuff that were the size, the scale that I needed for the bird nest. And so I got my clay out and I rolled me up some eggs and let them dry and I painted them and I made eggs. So that's how, I mean, you just got to think, oh, well, I can use that for this, or, you know, if you don't have it, then you just make it. Use what you got. And I always have clay. And the last time, I always go in Hobby Lobby and I go, I think I need some clay, because I think I just used all my clay and I have like 3 bricks down there that's not been opened. I just opened one. Okay. All right, so there's that one. Some do, I don't even know, I'm not even counting. But I'd rather have too many than not enough, because I could do something else with the ones that are left over. We could do something else with them. But a palette knife, you could get them off with that. A butter knife. And then there was gnomes. Yes, I did gnomes. I've made gnomes. We've done the gnomes. Everybody knows about the gnome videos. If you've not watched them, go to YouTube and look at my clay gnomes. I've done them about 3 times. It's always a funny situation when we make the gnomes. All right. Let's see. Stick right there. So yeah, a bunch of y'all have made gnomes, I think. Gotta make some small ones. Harlene's like, LOL. Nobody's gonna drive the bus off into the ditch tonight. Press it on the funnies in the newspaper. And it bounced too. Okay. So now my little plate is full. Look. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, and then I have these little ones. But see, I don't know if y'all can see, but you can tell they're starting to dry. See how they're getting white on the edges? It's the top layer of clay is starting to dry. See how that one's white? So when I come out here tomorrow, they'll all be like that. But then when I pick them up, the underside's gonna be they'll be not dry. Yeah, I've made the mice. I used to make the mice with what was left. Need to make some stems. Oh no, I don't want to make stems. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. Y'all just trying to tempt me to get into the ditch. It's icy outside. I get in the ditch, I'll be stuck. I can hear Jane Birch got that. She's cranking up that bus right now. She's cranking up the bus. Oh, the little mouse. Yes, I would make the little mice. Do I have one over here? I have a mouse over here, I think. Yeah, look at here. Look. See? Here's my mouse. He's in my little trinket shelf over here that I have off from back there. Okay. Think you can still silly putty. I think you can too. I think I've seen it at Dollar General or somewhere. Okay, so I got a question. I need opinions. What should I do back here? Like, I'm getting tired of this, and I don't know, for some reason I have some things going on in my mind about what I need to put back here and change up my background. I don't know what to do though. All right, I'm gonna make one more, but I gotta figure out where I'm putting it. Maybe I'll have enough big ones. Lisa, you fell asleep? Driving the bus? Yeah, we're gonna drive where it's warm. We need to take the bus to where it's warm. It's too cold everywhere else. So Florida it is, I guess. Or California. All right, where am I gonna put this one? I only got one plate out here. I wonder if this... All right, I did that. We'll see what happens. The bus won't start, it's froze up. Jenny, did I do it here or did I do it in the group? This one I did in the group. These I did on here. Okay. Cold in Florida all week. Norma, it's warmer than it is here. I can promise you that. Whoa. Put the trinket tray where you can see it. Trinket tray. Trinket tray. Trinket tray. What are you wanting to change? The brick wall. Yes, I want to change. Oh, she's on Facebook too? Okay, I'm gonna have to go find her and say, hey, and tag her and say, hey, I did your hearts. Because I'm all about, like, if I know where I got the idea from, I'm gonna give them 100% credit. Because, you know, we get inspiration from so many places, and sometimes I really don't know where I got the inspiration from. I saw this and I saw that and married the two together. But if I know who I saw do it, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Intertwined hearts. So what I'm thinking, because it's been this way for 5 years. Because I've been out in this room since 21, and this year will be 5 years I've been out here. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to get a drop cloth, and I want to paint like swooshes of turquoise, like all different, just, I don't know. Or should I stamp hearts on it? I don't know. Oh, the tray where I took the mouse from. Yes. Put it by, I'll set it right here. It's okay. Jenny, it's the little something extra. The dotting group. And it should be in the guides at the top. Oh, one of those banners. I mean, I have a sign that I have over here. Of course, for y'all to see it, I have to do it backwards. Like this piece of paper, that's actually backwards in real life. But see, Facebook won't let us flip anymore. So it looks right to y'all because it's backwards. It's really backwards. Intertwine hearts. So I'm thinking, I don't know. I just don't know what I want to do. I know I kind of want to paint something. Because that's just a backdrop. You know, it's just a piece of fabric. Backdrop. So I don't know. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Would it look funny if it was different shades of turquoise behind me, or does the white look better? Show us your heart jar. Oh, okay. I did that in the group too. All right. Let me put, you know, I'm making a bunch because I'm scared to death I won't have enough, and then I'll get over here to make them, and then it's gonna look funny because I won't have enough hearts. This, I did this. This was in the dotting group too. Ain't it sweet? I need to put conversation hearts in it. There's the top. It's just all the way around. Looks like that. It's the Dollar Tree jar. Ain't it cute? I love this jar. It needs conversation hearts, and it needs to be in my house. My gumball machine. Yes. Drop cloth. Sounds cool. Whatever I do, I'm probably going to paint it live. Like, I'll get out on the floor and paint it live, but I don't know. And I want something different. You know, I've had it this way for a long time, and it's just kind of been on my mind. Do something different. Do something different. I don't know. You know how you just get that itch and it won't leave you alone? You want to do something, you just sit there and look at something in your house and go, you know, I really need to change that or change that up, or I need to take that and move this over here, or, you know, stuff like that. White hearts in your shop. No, those 3 white hearts, they're actually, I want to say that's from Hobby Lobby, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they're just something, a little piece of decor. Could definitely cut that, but Straight Jacket Crafting by Gia. I love that name. Love the heart jar. Yes, I dotted that. I have a dotting membership where I dot, well, which my workshop should be coming up probably the end of February. So y'all be on the lookout if you've been wanting to take it. And I teach this kind of art. That's called dot art. I want to get white stuff all over because I don't have enough to do, Barb, right? Yeah, I've been sitting on the couch rotting for 2 days, but I promise you I've been sorting beads. Sorted beads till I ran out of bags. And Amazon can't bring me anymore. And then I have been putting beads on my website. I have dotted a little bit, and I have worked on new files for spring. Oh, are you learning to dot? That's cool. I teach a workshop twice a year. I do it spring and I do it in the fall. It's a 3-week class that I do. And then I have a membership where I dot with my members twice a month. Every month. It's like just a membership. Candy, that's bad. I understand, because you go to pick out a color and there's 45 shades of gray. There's 45 shades of sage green. There's 45 shades of blue. And you're just like, this is too much. I think that would be cool, Judy. An ombre thing. Yay, Jenny, you found it. But anyway, so I just kind of been wanting to do something back here. Then it's like, well, I thought about getting a heart stamp or making myself a heart stamp with my laser. and stamping ombre hearts, you know, in turquoise. I don't know. So Donna, I have about 100, I'm not even kidding, 100 different styles of beads, besides the ones that are already there, ready to click the button and them all be on in my shop, because they're already loaded. But my problem is, I don't know when the post office is going to open back up for service. And I would hate for, I'm just funny when orders come in. It's like, I want to fill them and get it out. That's my whole purpose. And like, I had a Whatnot show for today. I had a Whatnot show scheduled for last Friday. I had to move both of those because Whatnot grades you on how fast you get your packages out. Well, Lavada, I'll be doing a workshop and I'll be talking all about it soon, and you'll know when my virtual assistant has to do all of her stuff on the backside, all the automations that have to happen for you to be able to get emails and all that kind of stuff when you sign up. So as soon as she gets all that going, we'll be ready to fly, which I gotta have a meeting with her at the end of the week. She sells a lot of it. Yes, I sell a lot of my dotted stuff on Whatnot. Some of it I keep, some of it I give away, because I just like to dot, and I have too much. Okay, so there's this little baby one. See, he's kind of lopsided, but they're gonna be my little space fillers when I have cracks. Yeah, I teach you everything that I've learned. I've been dotting since what, 2017? Because see, my husband got married in 16, and it was the year after that, I think, that I kind of I'm self-taught. And before there was even tools. And because I saw the art and I loved it and I wanted to do it so bad. And I just kind of kept doing it and doing it. Teal to white. And do a heart in the middle. Ooh, that would be pretty. Look, I'm sitting here doing this, y'all, and there's no water in that. It's this over here. That would be pretty. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just... Yes, it's good to do, and it's my zen. I love to dot. Okay, so there's that one. So, like, I cut these on my laser, and I dotted these the other night, last week, live. That's just cluster dotting. But I cut these on my laser, and they're in my shop. There's two more that goes with it I need to finish. Yes, I can do that too. See, I thought about doing a bunch of hearts. I don't know. It's like, I want it to, it's like I'm petrified to do something because I'm scared it won't look right. And then there's the part of me that goes, oh, just take all this down and just paint it right there on the wall. I just set the camera up, clean all this off, and we'll just start painting right there on that. So I have two different struggles within myself. Part of me is like, oh, it's not gonna look good, so I get petrified and won't even start. And then the other part of me is like, oh, just paint it right there on the wall. What have I got to lose? Hey, Mandy, there's my best friend, Mandy. I'm making 100 clay hearts, Mandy, look. So I don't know. So, I may come live one night and I may have all this cleaned off. Ooh. And I may just start painting the background. It's hard to dot canvas, and just because the way the paint spreads out, it catches that tooth on the canvas. So I don't know. That's really neat material. And I don't know, but here's the thing. I need to test this to see if the paint will go through that, because I would hate to take it off and then it'd be all over the wall. There's my tiny ones. I can always change it. I know. But, you know, there's that part of me that's the rule person that follows the rules, who is like, oh, you know, don't paint it up there. You're going to get it on the wall. You're going to make a mess. You know, then, like I said, then there's part of me that's like, let's do it now. Yes, I could do that. I don't know. You know, and some part of me somewhere is like there's something that's keeping me frozen in one place to where I won't do it. But it's been on my mind for like the last several weeks. And so y'all know I might just start painting that. Yeah, and I can always just order another backdrop and, you know, all that. But that's been hung up there since I moved in here in 21. I moved in here when Deidre was sick. Because I remember sending pictures to her and FaceTiming her and showing where I was going to put everything. You don't want it too wild because you aren't you going to steal display crafts? Yes. So, like, I'll put all my stuff back up here. I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like either. Yes, that is a backdrop from Amazon, actually. It's just, you know, I need a change. All right, see? Look, see, I'm freehanding those. They don't look bad at all. Just get you a little... Because I'm sure I'm going to have some to fill in spots. Draw it out on paper. Yeah. But I feel like, Donna, I've already drawn it on paper in my head 10 times. Oh, I got to show y'all something I did. Mandy. You're going to be like, what? I got to show y'all. Y'all remember me telling y'all that I was obsessed with the lady on TikTok that I saw that was punching out the squares and putting them in a book? One for every day. Let me show y'all. I already had this nice little, it is actually a mixed media book, and it has perforated pages that they're thick, and I could tear it out if I wanted to. Okay, you ready? Here's page 1, and I've already done tomorrow's page. Look. Y'all, I'm obsessed. So there's this girl I watch on TikTok. She has the posted, I already had this. I already had everything I needed. This is 7/8 of an inch. I've had this since the scrapbooking days, y'all. It's actually the Paper Studio. It's actually Hobby Lobby, but I've had it for years and years. I have a heart one too, and I almost did hearts, but I didn't. And she has the postage stamp punch, or I've seen people do the hexagon. And so... yeah, so I've punched out all those squares, and this is tomorrow's. I've already done tomorrow's. I know, Mandy. I was like, wait till Mandy sees it. See, look, so there's all kinds of different, and you can punch it out of whatever you want to. Like, this is a notebook that's on my desk over there. It says, Happy Home Guarantee. Don't ask me. And then... some of this is scrapbook paper. That's a napkin. This is some stuff I was adding up on my pad over there the other day, and I just punched out these numbers I wrote on a piece of paper. So it's just, and if you want to start, it's not too late. Today's only, the 26th? So you just need 26 squares. Uh-oh. See, tomorrow's is not even glued down. Well, yeah, it is. It just came. Oh, my glue's coming off. I have one of those little tape things. I got it at Hobby Lobby. It's coming off. But anyway, so this is a piece of hymnal paper right here. So, yeah, I just, like, whatever you want to. Like, the girl that I watch, there's several people on TikTok that I see do this. And sometimes it's like the coffee wrapper from your Starbucks, or from... the potato chip bag that you're eating potato chips or whatever, and they just punch, and then they glue it in their book for the day. So it could be anything. Jenny, it's just to do. Like, so like at the end of the year, I'll have this whole little book of all these little squares. I don't know, I'm fascinated. I don't know. It's just, I just saw her doing it, and she'll like post every day. It'll show her day 137, and she'll show herself punching out whatever it is, and then she'll put glue on the back, and then she'll stick it in her notebook. And then tomorrow will be day 138, and she'll punch it out. I mean, that's her content, is nothing but punching. Diana's no purpose, just because. It's kind of like a junk journal kind of thing, but it's like, this will be January, and so the next page I'll have will be February. You know, I'll have 12 pages when I'm done, but I don't know. It's kind of like a junk journal, and you're just doing a little something every day. You know, like she carries it, I guess, with her. I don't know, but she films herself punching it out. But there's, you can search on TikTok, maybe call it a punch journal or something. You know, it's kind of like us doing the temperature for our weather thing that we did in the dotting group that I didn't do. I can still catch up this year. But anyway, yeah, Dixie is like something that you did that day, or something, you know, part of a package where you ate something, or you opened up something from Amazon and you just wanted to punch the envelope, or you can make a doodle in that little thing every day if you're a drawer person. Yeah, it'll be fun to see at the end of the year. Tea bag packet covers are great to punch. Yes, I mean, there's things. Yeah, I have heart punch too. And I almost did the hearts. And Mandy said she was going to do hearts. But if you start looking around, like here, I'll show you something I was looking at today. So you look through your mail when you get mail. And there's lots of stuff, junk mail that you get. Okay, so hold on. Let me find something particular that I want to show y'all. I gotta open this to get it though. Hold on. Put my heart down. Let me open this piece of mail and I'll show you. Hold tight. Okay. So like you get junk mail all the time. Punch something out of that. So one of those punches is something off an Ulta thing that I got at Christmas. So like this is from Ulta. So you just open it up and you'll go, okay, I want to punch out that Christmas ball right there. Well, then I would cut the page down and punch out that Christmas ball and stick it in my book. You know, it doesn't have to make any sense at all. Like here's a Grinch right here. I could punch him out. Just junk mail. You know, it doesn't have to mean anything, or you could punch this Gucci out right there. Just whatever. And then, now, this is what's cool, okay, is when you get junk mail, like this is from the Department of Revenue from Illinois. This is Illinois state sales tax I have to pay. Do you see that? Security envelopes, all of them are different, and they are the coolest pattern. So, like I would just put my little punch up in here. Yeah, they sell all kinds of punches, but I really want the postage tag, the postage stamp one. So it's got the little rippled edges around the postage stamp. But I used what I had and didn't buy one. So see, look. So then I can put that in my book. Like, it's, yeah, Amazon has punches. This is, and you can get them whatever shape, whatever size you want. This one lady I watched, she does hexagons. And it's just neat to see what she punches out. Like, she'll find some kind of little, like this Grinch. Like, watch. I'm going to show you how cool he is once I get him out. Yeah, he's Christmas, but who cares? Okay. I got to get him turned the right way. So, you know, you may have to cut your paper down so you can get it in there just right. Because, you know, it only goes so far. Okay. Okay, hold on. There he is. Okay, I got a Grinch now. There he is. So, you know, just stuff that you come across every day, especially if you work in an office, or, you know, you could do stamps that have come through the mail, punch the stamp out. Just, there's all kinds of weird little things on here you could, you know, punch out. Like, see, there's a smiley face right here. Punch that out. I mean, it's kind of like you're just searching for stuff. And it can be, nose is itching, y'all. It can just be scrapbook paper. The little notebook, I don't even know. It don't even have to be fancy, y'all. I got fuzz or something in my nose. This one I just had, but I didn't know how thick it was going to be at the end, you know, at the end of the year. So I like the spiral because it's going to expand a little bit, but 12 pages is not going to be bad when you think about it. It's just something to do. I mean, it'll be cool at the end. Like this one's all glittery. This is a playing card. So yeah. Oh, my nose is itching. Yes. So the inside of the security envelopes are what's cool because they're all different. Some are blue, some are black. They just have all this, you know, it's just neat design. The Ulta magazine is probably making you, I don't know, maybe. It don't have any perfume in it though. You could do a circle, you could do a heart, whatever shape you want to do. It's totally up to you. Use what you have. I know y'all, some of them scrapbook people, y'all got stamps, punches. Yeah, it may be making me itch. I feel like I had a piece of fuzz in my nose though. It was tickling my nose. It's just a neat idea. I saw it on TikTok, so I can't take full credit, but it's just something fun to do. I mean, bingo cards, you can do whatever comes your way. Because when you start looking at stuff that small, and on packages, you'll see little things that you didn't never notice before, and it's kind of cool. When you start looking at life in a not even a 1-inch square. Yeah, you could do hearts for February. This is my pieces and my parts of my clay. But like I could punch out part of this package that my clay is in. Trying to get it smooth. Kind of thin. Slam books. Yes, I remember slam books. Kind of like the burn book. Put it in the book, honey. Yeah, I remember slam books that went around and everybody had to write something in it. Paper dust in the room. I feel like I got fuzz like stuck on my nose right now. I don't know. Mine is only 3/4 of an inch. 7/8 inch. Because it says it right there. But you can do whatever size you want. But the postage stamp is really cool. It looks, you know, it looks like a postage stamp. It does make you look at things differently. One girl that I watch, she has a card. And this is what she does. So she has a hole like this. And this is what she'll do. She'll like put it on something and go, you know, that, oh, I like that. Like, see, like the makeup palette, you know, you're going to be able to see what it's going to look like. So she has a card, it has a hole in it. And that's what she does. She'll go, and then she'll go, okay, that's it. And then she'll punch it. So, you know, it's just fun. I had it up here because I said, oh, I got to show them. Because, I didn't want to get halfway in the year and y'all go, well, you should have showed us. We would have done it too. I'm just, like I need something else to do. But I admit, I did have to catch up a few days. So I didn't start until, and I hadn't been out here in a couple of days. So I had to do a couple of days. It must have made you look game. Trying to find something that small. Yes, I mean, it's just like, it's so cool. Yeah, you can just get you a journal. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get you a notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's just neat. I don't know. I just wanted to do it. Now, Erlene's going to go buy a punch. Y'all make me go buy a punch. Y'all don't have punches? I've had those forever. Ever and ever. All right, let's make one. I really thought this freehanding was going to be a lot harder. I think I could do that better and I can draw one. It is. Diane, I've watched her enough to where I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I remember I told y'all about it a couple of weeks ago, and I think I started. Donna's like another rabbit hole. And if you have a journal, if y'all have a journal or you have a planner, you could do it on a page in your planner if you wanted to. I mean, people keep up with all kinds of stuff in their planner. They'll color a square for what mood they were in that day or something like that. So it's really kind of like the same principle. I'm just over here cutting hearts out of clay. Girl, I got 27 days to do. I know, but this is okay. You start punching and you're going to be like, oh, look at that. I can punch that. I can punch that. Because, I mean, we deal with paper every day. I mean, think about how much stuff you have to open up a package of something and you throw it away. Or the junk mail comes and you throw it away. And it's just really neat. And it's all different. Mandy, poor Mandy with Western Grace. She goes, sometimes she doesn't want to go down the rabbit hole, but I already know when I tell her about the rabbit hole, no matter how much she wants to say, I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it, she's going to be down the rabbit hole. You could use a Dollar Tree desk calendar. Yeah, you could do that. You could do it in your planner. So, I mean, you think you're only going to have like up to 31 a month, okay? So, you see how much room it takes up, depending on what your punch looks like. But anyway, Mandy's going to go in there and dig out her punch here in just a minute. She'll be like, okay, here I go. The Pied Piper. So, I have this video, y'all. And I sent it to Mandy and I said, this is the real life proof, of me dragging you down the rabbit holes. And it's this video of this mouse. This is like a real video somebody made. This mouse, and he goes in this little hole of this box. And the hole is about like this. There's two mice, and they go up, and the first mouse goes up into the hole, and he jumps in the hole, and then he turns around and sticks his head back out, and his friend is coming up into the hole, and he starts pulling the other mouse into the hole, and his little back legs are sticking out, and then he pulls him all the way in the hole. I said, this is the real life proof of me dragging you down the rabbit holes. It's hilarious. Yeah, you could do it on a calendar in your planner. I mean, you could do this. It's just be something to do. I mean, but the rabbit holes are fun. Like, we're not doing drugs. We're not doing anything illegal. So, I mean, it's not hurting anybody, right? We're just punching out squares. Mandy probably don't want to answer the phone when I call her because she's probably like, oh, God. What has she seen on TikTok today that we need to do? But it's so much fun. Good night, Wendy. Y'all got a bunch of little hearts over here. I'm going to have so many, I don't know what I'm doing. This one, I didn't smooth him out too good. It'll be all right. I always have you by the neck, the ear. Come on, Mandy. Look at all this. You got to go down the rabbit hole with me. Rabbit hole's better when you got people. You know, we can cover more ground and find out more things when there's a whole bunch of us. Oh, I know you love me, Mandy. I love you too. I wouldn't drag you with me if I didn't. You know, I wouldn't tell all y'all either. And you're going to have little notebooks of little squares. And people are going to be like, why are you punching out squares? Because Lee on Facebook, she drug me down the rabbit hole. Now I'm punching squares out of garbage. Oh my gosh. It's so fun though. Keep track of the birthdays. It's not, if you have a punch and you have a notebook and a glue stick, that's all it is. Don't even cost you nothing if you have the punch and the book. It doesn't have to be a special book. I didn't buy anything, y'all. I had that notebook already. I have so many journals that I've never made a scratch in, and I just went and found one in this drawer of empty journals that I have. Y'all look. Oh, that one, his book. Y'all, it look like I'm serving up hearts for Easter instead of deviled eggs. Yeah, they're going to be in the craft group. Y'all gonna have but some of y'all probably junk journal. I can't talk already. We need to meet at trade days. Yes. But some of y'all made junk journal anyway, and you already have, you know, ticket stubs and old mail and stuff. Like, see, look, there's a postage. Like, I punched that out. 64 cents. That postage right there. I don't know how many I have now, but I'm going to have plenty. Do it on your planner. Beverly's like, ooh, I'm in. So, if y'all want to know what I did tonight, y'all can sit in here seeing me do hearts. I took this frame. It was brown. And I painted it. And I distressed it. I took the back cardboard that was in there. There's no glass. Get it in there. There we go. So there's my background. I did decoupage with dictionary pages. I made an envelope that we had to fix on Thursday. And that's going to be my envelope. And these little hearts that I'm cutting out of clay are going to dry. And they're going to be like 3D coming off of here. So they're going to be coming out, but they're also going to be sticking off of the canvas. And I got this idea from Rooted Living, Georgia, I guess is her name. It's G-A, like the state. I saw her on TikTok do this. And so she has a Facebook page too. Pie crust. It does look like a pie, doesn't it? So I saw her do this, something similar. She did the hearts the same way. She had a different concept up here. I'm just doing it the way I want to do it. Yes, I want to go to Canton Trade Day so much. It's so fun. But not in the dead of summer. It's hot in Texas. But anyway, so I saw her do it. So I'm just over here making my hearts. You just looked her up on TikTok? Cool. It's going to be cute once I get them. So I'm going to paint them. So she painted hers red and white, and then she took gold and did gold around the edges, and then they're just kind of, let me see, let me find one that I did in the beginning. Here's one that's drying. Maybe it won't move. So it's going to be like this once it dries. It'll permanently be like this. So it's going to, when I glue this part down, see, it's going to stick off of, when I glue that down, it's going to stick up and be like 3D. Night, Candy! Let me put him back. Okay. And that's how she did hers. She put them on the side of a plate that had like that little rim. It looks like a pizza crust. March or April, then November. Yeah, it's so hot in the summer. And none of it's air conditioned, but it's hot. It's this weekend, and it won't be hot. No, it's not going to be hot this weekend. They're going to be getting out of the ice. But yeah, I think she hot glued them down. But she painted them red and white, did the edges gold, and then she sealed them. And she used the Crayola clay. But, you know, I already have this because I use it a lot. I like to use it. And I ran out of room, so I'm putting them on this. They'll just be a little different. I think she used hot glue, so I'm going to use hot glue. Yeah, meeting in Canton would be so much fun. I'm just making an hour from there. I live about 7 hours from there. I would love to go. I've been once. Me and Craig went on a whim. We were in Dallas at a laser thing, and some of y'all were like, you need to go to Canton. You're really close by. And we went. And I'm going to put something on the envelope. We're going to do like P.S. I love you or something on there. I'm going to stamp on it and make it look really cute. So I didn't have any tiny cookie cutters like she did, so I'm free-handed mine. It's not too bad. I don't know what she sealed hers with. I don't remember. I'm going to do probably triple thick is what I'll seal mine with. Got to go in the fall. Yes. Probably triple thick. Deco Arts triple thick. All right. I don't know. Then I might leave them matte. I don't know. See, I'm just got 10,000 of these now. I got a bunch. Yes. Look. But I knew I was going to have a lot. But if I have some left, I'll do something else with them. And then I got three down here. Good night, Brenda. Charlene, that's a good question. Ruler. Let's see. This is a 2-inch up and down. And this is like 1 3/4 inch. And then all of these tiny ones, I just free-handed those because I didn't have one any smaller. I used to go all the time. I love to go to Canton. Look. But anyway, so I'm almost done. Let's see. So if you get this clay at Hobby Lobby, where's my bag? I had a bag. I got up and went and got it, and now I can't. Oh, here it is. Put it in a Ziploc bag because it'll dry out. I think somebody said they put like a damp paper towel or something in there, but I just fold mine up pretty much, get it like tight where it's not all bubbled up, and then I just seal up my bag, and it keeps pretty good in there. So that's how I keep it, because it will dry out. Good night, Tracy. I'm fixing to go too. I'm gonna make a couple of more hearts maybe. You're like, oh, you got plenty. Get you a fancy rolling pin. I'm gonna make a little bit, there's something in the clay, a dried piece of clay. I like playing with the clay because you can make whatever you want. This is a little bit bigger. So you really don't need a cookie cutter, because you can just freehand it. Because it's not bad. I think I can do that better than I can draw them. Actually. See? It's not too bad. Good night, Beverly. Yes, we always have interesting discussions. So yeah, y'all be praying for Dorothy. Dorothy doesn't have any power. I'm worried about her, but I know she'll be good. She says they're staying warm. They have a way to keep warm, so I didn't ask how, but so she won't be here tomorrow. Ta-da! Let's see, I'll do this. All right. Are your sons in college? Yes. Well, my oldest son is married and has a baby, and that's 2. And then my other son, he's in college. He's in his 2nd year of college. And then I have a stepson who is working. He's out of high school and working, and the other one's in college. So that sounds like fun, Janet. I want to go. We're going to play bingo. Bingo. Yes, y'all pray for Dorothy. Bless her. Worried about her. She'll be, I know she's a tough one now. She'll be fine. Okay. Because if you do this and they look wonky, like see how wonky that looks? You just use some water and you just kind of smooth the edges out and you can fix the wonkiness. Anniversary cards and comments. Yes, Laura, you could do that and stamp the cards, the little parts of the cards. That would look so cool. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do. And then they wouldn't just be sitting in a drawer somewhere. You'd actually just be doing something with them, right? It's kind of neat. See, you just kind of fix your hearts and let's do this one this way. Okay, all right. Now down to, I love bingo too. I have all boys, yes. I have 2 of my own and then Craig has 2, so we have 4. And then I have a granddaughter. Just retrieve your postage stamp points. Look at you, Janice done been neck deep in her closet hunting that punch. She's like, I know I got one somewhere. I'm starting tomorrow. I just thought it was intriguing. I thought it was cool. So I had to be in the square club. Cool. Is the egg tray just a holder? No, this is a paint palette. I was making do because I ran out of room. It's just a paint palette. And then this is just a hefty styrofoam plate because I had to have something that had that edge like she did it. And so they'll dry. It'll take a couple of days for them to dry. By Thursday they'll be dry. So come back Thursday at 7:30. We're gonna do the rest. We're gonna finish them. I gotta fix the envelope and we gotta paint our hearts. Okay, so look, I got those. I'm down to like no clay. X and O's. Oh, that would be cute too. If you had a cookie cutters, I definitely have to have a cookie cutter for that. Probably, I don't have much left. Y'all can just really mash that flat. Let's do one more. I'm going to use all this clay that I have out. So I wanted to put it back up. Why you need an edge for the hearts. To where I've got them turned up like that. That's the way she did them because they're going to look 3D. Once I glue them, hang on and I'll show you. I'm going to glue the edge down that's flat. That one looks wonky. Okay. It's real forgiving. You can forget it. Fix it. So, all right. So if you'll look here, see this one? See that little flat part? That'll be flat. And then the heart's going to stick out off of the surface because of the way it's drying. How did I make my envelope? I just cut it out of, I have these cardboard pieces that I put in some of my laser cuts sometimes when I ship them. And I just took, you can take literally Amazon box, and I cut out a house shape like that. It's a wonky house. And then I cut out this part, cut that out. And then the side, I just cut out little strips and built it up. And then so the hearts are gonna come out, I'll have them coming out. So that's how I did the envelope. But we're gonna distress it. We're gonna make it look cute Thursday when we do it. Look, I got this much left. I can make a little mouse out of this. So when I used to always have stuff left, I would make a mouse. So He can be a little one. All right, so here's my thing. So I'm gonna pinch up his ears. So there's one ear. Try not to get it too thin because they'll break. So I just went, and then I just kind of smooth it out with some water. Like that. And there's his little nose. Ah! And he falls on the floor. Now look here now. Man, I gotta fix it. Oh, he's got an ear smushed. Aw, Kathy, I'm sorry. At least you can watch. It's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, so I'm just kind of smoothing. I had to fix his ear. Had a mouse down. All right, so I'm kind of smoothing that out back there. Make his ears separate. It looks like one big ear. Okay. I don't have a lot of space to work with, so. All right, there, it looks better. There it is. Let me get him flat on the bottom. Gotta find, certainly can't use anything that big. Yeah, if you don't, look away. Okay. It's probably too big. Now I'm gonna, no, it's too big. Here we go. A shish kebab. Shish kebab stick. I'm gonna make his little hole back here where his tail goes. Okay, now this tail's gonna go in that hole, okay? So there's my mouth. So when he dries, along with our hearts, oh, his ear. Fix his ear. We can paint him too. I have a whole little fleet of mice somewhere. You can put him in your trinket shelf. So see, I'll put a little twine in there with some glue on it and stick his little tail in there. It's called Rooted Living _GA on TikTok. Somebody said she had a Facebook page. Okay, so I'll set him over here too. He's gonna dry. All right, so see, it'll look like this. The last step was a lookout. That last step was a look out. Yes, sharp instrument coming. So now I used all my clay. It didn't go to waste. I've made bunches of little mice when I have stuff left, you know. I just make something with it. The little end, the end. He can go on your trinket shelf. I love the little mousy too. I gotta find mine. But yeah, I have a bunch of hearts now. I think I have plenty. But see how they're turning white? Do y'all see the white? Like up here, they're getting white. That's what it looks like when they dry. So they'll all be white. When I pick them up tomorrow, the back will look like this, and I'll have to let it dry. And then you look and you say, oh my gosh, how did I get a fingernail mark right there? Thought they were smooth, but no. So yeah. So you just have to smooth them back out. But anyway, it's so fun. Laura's like, there's a mouse in my house. When it gets cold, I mean, you live out in the country, they're going to come find somewhere warm. It's supposed to say Lulu. Oh my gosh. I know, we're like terrified of mice. It's like they're probably more scared than we are, and we have near heart attack when they probably give them a heart attack too. All right, y'all, I'm gonna hop off and let these dry, and y'all had to come back Thursday at 7:30, and we'll finish this. Oh no, Glenda! We're gonna make, the hearts are drying in this manner, so they'll kind of be 3D, and they're gonna be, I did this frame, and I made an envelope, and then I'm gonna paint the hearts, and they're all gonna come, they're gonna be like 3D coming off out of this picture, out of this envelope. I saw a girl on TikTok, Rooted Living Georgia, GA, and she, I saw something she did similar. She did her hearts this way, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So that's what I'm making. So, yep. Someone had to go tell her, hey, I'm doing your stuff. Yeah, they don't pay the rent. Tammy said the mice don't pay the rent. So anyway, I'm gonna go get all this off my hands. But anyway, so I will see y'all Thursday. If you're gonna be punching squares, you're welcome. Yeah, don't say I didn't tell you, and then like when June comes around and I show my notebook off of all my squares, you're gonna be like, oh, she didn't tell us she was doing that. Deanna, how does it work? So I'll do a workshop, and the workshop is 3 weeks. There are 3 lessons a week apart, so you can practice. And then they're usually on a weekend. And the lessons are anywhere from like 2 hours or more sometimes. And I teach you everything about the paint, about the dots themselves, show you all the techniques I know. You know, it's different things we can do with the dots, different critters we can make with the dots. Oh, you too, Pam. I love you, friend. And so then after that, if you want to join my monthly membership, you'll have a chance to do that too. Because the membership, like we do stuff like this. I mean, we do a lot of simple things too, but we also do mandalas like this. I've got white stuff all over this one because I've touched it so much. But it's not always like that. But they're not too advanced to where if you were a beginner and had done the basics that you couldn't, you couldn't do it. And so you also get access to almost 2 years worth of lessons when you join, of all kinds of patterns and all kinds of stuff. Oh, thank you, Barb. The rabbit holes, Donna, you're welcome. It's more fun with friends in the rabbit hole. I need a shirt that says that. I need one that says, I don't winter well, and one that says, it's more fun with friends down all the rabbit holes. Just order, Kim's done ordered a punch. Y'all don't go order nothing. But the postage stamp one is really cool. Deanna, usually my workshop is 30. But there's, like I said, there are 3 separate lessons, and each lesson is well over 2 hours at least. Depending on, what we all talk about, because it's all live. I do it live. So, but anyhow, and you have access to that forever. I can't wait till it's finished either, Linda. I'm excited about my hearts because I think it's going to look really pretty. I hope that girl thinks, oh gosh, she did it. She did a good job, because sometimes when somebody does your project and you're like, what did they do to my project? A supply list ahead of time. So yeah, you have a really, all you need is dotting tools and you need paint. That's it to start. And then you can go down the rabbit hole from there. The membership. So it'll be open for you to get in then, and I don't open it any other time except after that. And I think is it 20 a month? It's 20 a month because you get access to everything that's in the vault for like 2 years. Hey, Tina. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off and, but I'll dot, one night and then we'll talk about it again. I just didn't know y'all like to watch me dot because, I still have these 2 to do. I need to do. yeah, Janine, it's okay. And it's pretty much the same thing, Janine. It's just, I mean, I may teach it in a little bit of a different way, because sometimes, like, if somebody asks me a question, like, we go down another route of talking about something, and I'll show something. But everything I teach is pretty much the same exact thing. It's just not structured to where, like, okay, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And if somebody asks me about this over here, I'm not going to stop and show them, you know, because it's live. And, you know, sometimes we may do the little critters before we do pouring stones or whatever. You know, it may be in a different order, but it's all the same material pretty much. Good night, Ellen. Good night, Donna. Night, guys. I love y'all very much. Thank y'all for hanging out, and I will see y'all Thursday, and we're going to finish this, I hope. Bye, guys. See y'all Thursday. Stay warm and safe.